Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk about personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today, let's talk about housing, specifically in Las Vegas. I'm going to create a tracker and share it with you guys, but this tracker is going to be used to search for a special criteria and track potential property investments. Now, this is probably one of the biggest investments of your life, depending on what point of your life you're at, or maybe this is just a traditional business transaction for you. Either way, we are going to refine and define our criteria. We are going to create a certain set of data points that we want to look for, and we just want to overall have a pulse on the market week over week, month over month. Without further ado, let me just go ahead and share my tracker. All right, so we have my tracker that I've just created here. It's pretty simple. We have our search criteria, what our ceiling price is going to look like. What home type is it? Are you looking for a condo, townhome, multifamily, or a single family home? If you want any special amenities, I'm looking for a house with a pool. This is going to be something I want to live in long term, but also want to rent out in the future. And the location, what city are you looking for? Once we have that down, we can then look at special data points to track. This is going to be different depending on what your motive is. So we have these other data points here. We have the address, we have the zip code, we have the area, we have list price, date listed. Has there been any price reductions? Yes or no? The last time it was sold, the last sold price, if the house is underwater, and if I would buy it. So basically what I can kind of glean from this data is, did someone buy this in 2018 and try to use it for an Airbnb and did not get the returns they wanted? Is this someone who has lived in the house for 20 plus years and they're just finally ready to move on? Was this purchased in 2022 and used for short-term rentals, but immediately discovered that it's not going to work? A lot of different data points we can glean just from this right here. We can see where it's pretty congested in terms of addresses, zip codes, whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to Zillow and look for our search criteria and start from there. All right, so I'm on Zillow.com. We are kind of looking in the general area I want, but it's not really refined. So we're actually just going to double check. I want to have my search criteria actually be 400,000 up here. And that's going to be the max I'm wanting to pay. So going back to Zillow, let's just confirm that the parameters are correct. So we have must have pool, which is right. Home type is going to be just houses. And the price is going to be up to 400K. And we just want for sale by agent, owner, new construction, or coming soon. We don't want any auction or foreclosures at this time. We do not want to track those. So as you can see, I have 116 different houses, but actually I don't care about Pahrump over here, so I'm going to actually zoom into where I want. My computer's being very sensitive, so apology there. So this is the real scope that I'm looking for. So 111. So I'm going to review 111 of these. I'm going to get their address. I'm going to get all the other data that I looked for and basically track this going forward just to kind of see how the market's evolving and growing. One thing I also want to track at a high level is how many results we're getting each week or day, whatever your cadence. I like to look at it on a week over week. So as of January 15th, we have 111 searches for homes up to $400,000 with a pool. Next week, I'm thinking it's going to be over 111, but we will see. I'm going to begin this search criteria and I will speed it up for everybody just so we can get to the end of this video. All right, guys. So we finished one full page on Zillow. This right-hand side just went down. I have two more pages to go. It took about a little bit over an hour. So what I plan to do with this data is look at houses that I'd want to live in where they purchased it in the past and the current price is selling below what they paid for it. So maybe they want to get out of their situation quick. Maybe something happened. These type of sells might have sellers who are motivated to get this property off their hands. Um, but again, I think we are in the early beginnings of the unraveling of what might happen in the real estate market. There's no real harm in waiting to see what happens, but there might be some harm if you try to jump in a little early and try to get a little bit off because prices could continue to go down. If you do buy a house, you cannot fix the price, the cost of the house. You can only refinance your rate. So keep that in mind. Um, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are in for a rude awakening based off of the data I'm seeing. A lot of these houses were purchased during 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, where the costs were just ballooned. So, um, yeah, just gonna keep an eye on this. I have some data now to kind of peek back on. I have a week over week trend I'm gonna be watching. Basically, Vegas, 400,000, single family home with a pool. If you are gonna make this type of investment, it does not hurt to create this type of table to monitor data in your area or your preferred locations. It can tell you a lot about what's going on. You could find the sellers who may be a little bit more motivated. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to take a look at real estate in Las Vegas with you guys, show you different data points I'm looking for, how you can use to also look yourself to potentially find sellers who might be a little bit more motivated than others. Also, seeing how long certain properties have been on the market. With this data, we can use it to our benefit potentially to see if the seller is motivated. If we start seeing these houses a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, this could mean they are getting more impatient. So we'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this content. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I go over stocks, I go over real estate, I go over crypto, I go over commodities, any type of assets. So yeah, I appreciate your time and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.